So this is a Bourée. Does anybody know what the characteristic of a Bourée might be? And I haven't even used the notes, by the way. You could look at them. I'll just say something else about this. I don't know, you probably can't see the music, but there's a lot of things written into this music that wouldn't have been there in the original. So I can't show you the manuscript, but there probably is one. I think this piece is from Handel's, one of his really famous works, you would have heard of it, called The Fireworks music. I think it's from that. So, and played by oboes and trumpets and violins. So, this has got lots of staccato notes in there and slurs, hasn't it? And I think you were following what's been written in. But I'm just saying, in your music, if it's been edited, it's not what was in the original. So you don't actually have to do it, except that if you're being examined and the examiner's got the music there, then you probably do, because they'll say, why didn't you do the staccato? Yeah. So anyway, it's not a bad thing because these aren't that so important. So the characteristic feature of a Bourée is different to a gavotte. It has one note upbeat. Do you want to just play a bit at the beginning and try and make the upbeat light like we were talking about with the gavotte? Yeah, exactly that. So there was a little gap, but you didn't really take any time over it. So it was like dum da, because it's two G's, but it made them sound different. They're two G crotchets, but you play them differently. That's what you have to sort of think in your head before you do it, and then it will come out, I think. So that was really good. That's what we want. And also the upbeat isn't just the first note. It's always to do with all the phrases that we had. So, and there are some accents written in, or tenutos. I'm not entirely sure that, they wouldn't have been in the original again, but it's a way of making the music sound a bit different. You've got staccatos and then you've got dum da da dum da da dum, sort of lots of different things that someone else has put in there, but I think you're allowed to have your own ideas. Yeah. Did you want to do it with piano as well? Okay. Yeah? So this would have originally been with an orchestra, of course. And the other thing to talk about with things written in are the dynamics. So you know what that means, don't you? You mean the loud and soft. So they wouldn't have been written in either mostly. You sometimes find them in the manuscript, in the old music, in the original. But editors like to put louds and softs in. So for your exam you have to do it, otherwise the examiner will say you didn't play forte when it says forte in the music. And so, but it probably isn't what Handel wrote. It's just what the editor has thought will be good. But so you follow what's on there because it's actually quite musical and you played it very well. So I'm just telling you that you might find a different edition and it would have different markings. Yeah. But you actually played it, if we're going to compare the two, it was slower than the gavotte, but it was a great speed. I think it's a really good speed for this. The Bourée is actually not from the court of Louis XIV. It's a rustic dance, so some dances belong to the court, the ones we played yesterday in the concert. Allemande, Corot, Sarabande, G, or the G can be both, but a lot of the dances come from outdoors, and so a bourée, I think it means a bunch of twigs, and people used to dance around a fire. That's where the word came from. And then people like Lully and other composers like Bourée, who I mentioned before, they put the bourée into the opera music and into the music that people will come and watch in the theatres. Yeah. So anyway, that was very good. Thank you very much. Very nice.